Hello everybody! Today we're going to be doing a tier list of all the base characters in Isaac. We already did the tier list of all the tainted characters. And at first I intended to just stop it there because I didn't think I had that interesting takes for the base characters. But the more I thought about it, the more interesting enough I think my takes can be. And more importantly, I just kind of want to get my base opinion out there. Because, Isaac's the main game I play, so I might as well let the people who watch me know where I'm coming from when they, watch my videos and know what I value and all that kind of stuff. So it now looks like I'm milking this topics considering I have now 2 videos on the tier list of just characters. But I genuinely just didn't care about the base characters, putting them on the tier list before. But I decided I do. And before you comment, make sure you actually watch this video and watch my tainted tier list video because you're gonna be missing crucial information, and you don't want to look like a fool, do you? So I won't be reinstating my thoughts on tainted characters. They're all in the last video, and this is a list on who I just prefer playing as the most, not who is strongest, who's this or that, who I enjoy the most. And by the way, I am sick, so if I sound different, have low energy or whatever, I'm different, it's because I'm sick. So without further ado, let's start ranking these characters. We're starting with Isaac, and yeah, that's that, I guess. I thought I had something else to say. Isaac probably goes in the great tier. And what I was going to say literally like 10 seconds ago, I already whipped up my tier list, so I didn't have to think about this too much. So if I keep looking over here, it's because I'm looking at my list to make sure I still agree, I guess. Isaac probably goes in the great tier, right in between Laz and Lost. Yeah, I know everyone's probably like, "What? Laz is in great tier." You gotta watch the tainted tier list first, I guess. I mean, basically, you're valuing Isaac on how much you value the D6, really. I like the D6 a lot. I think most people do. It is just very handy. It's very fun. I like Tainted Isaac's D6, or whatever you want to call it, better. So that's why he's an amazing. That's why he's down here. And I just prefer Lost and Tainted Blue Baby better, honestly. It's not too much to say on a lot of these main characters, really. So Maggie goes. I put her in good. Yeah, I put her in good. That makes sense. Maggie she's good. Because if you didn't know, basically, I feel like these tiers are pretty self-explanatory. But the fine tier becomes a tier where I start to have more. The cons start to weigh out the pros a little bit. I still like them overall; they're fine, but the cons start to shine a little more. And boring, they're just boring. And good, it basically means they're good characters. They're fun. I'm not going to complain to play as them, but like, there's nothing special about them. And that's how I feel about Maggie. I mean, I like her in the sense that she's really good for beginner players. Having Yumma or having now a full health pill. She's good in that sense. So she's good. She's a good character. I'm never itching to play as her, but I don't mind playing as her. Now we have Kane, and I'll put Kane in the good category as well. They're good. Luckfoot now gives the PhD effect, which is close to bumping up to great, honestly, but not close enough. Lane Kane does have the luck, does have lockpick, which is nice. He's a nice character. He's good. Is he great? I don't know. It's not that special in my opinion. So now we're gonna do Judas, which, yeah, okay. I'm just making sure I agree with my past self 10 minutes ago. Then I'm going to rank him over here. Judas, he goes in the great tier. In Flash Isaac, Judas was my favorite character. I love the high damage with Book of Lyle and just his base damage, but only me on one red heart. He's a powerhouse, but has very little health, and so basically you got to be careful. Which honestly, I kind of like him in the same vein as where I like Tainted Lost. They're very strong to start, but very fragile. You gotta be careful, and it's just a fun dynamic, I think. Blue Baby, did I put him in boring? Yeah, I put him in boring. Yeah, thought so. Okay. I don't hate Tainted Blue Baby. I kind of like Tainted Blue Baby in the same vein that I kind of like Tainted regular Maggie. Did I say Tainted Blue Baby? I mean regular Blue Baby. In the same way I kind of like regular Maggie. It's your first challenge character. So Blue Baby, he's tough when you first start playing Isaac, and he's your first challenge character. He's kind of a meme character having the poop there. With that being said, he's not very strong. The poop isn't good. I know it can be good, but it's not that good. And he's just kind of boring to play as. I'd rather play a Tainted Apollyon over Blue Baby any day. Kane's still more boring, so that's where he lands. And Samson, he also goes in the good tier. I can't. First of all, I don't know if it's Bloody Lust or Lusty Blood. I'm never committing that to memory. I've tried and it just won't stick. Either way, that side of me starts with, and that's basically the dynamic of his character is that. And it's fine. In my first like 1,000 hours of Isaac, not even joking, I never cared about this character. He just seemed to whatever. But the more I play as him, the more I realize like taking damage on purpose is a good strategy. And there's a little technique to getting his damage up in that sense, I suppose. With that being said, it's not great. It can easily be ignored, and I just don't care, really. But he doesn't have any problems. He's good. He's average. Basically, good tier is the average tier, and Kane's definitely at the top of it. So who's next? Oh, Eve. Would I put Eve? Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah. Eve goes right here. I'm looking at my past opinion, going like, oh no, I still agree with that. Eve is basically the same character as Judas, in a sense, right? I don't think she quite has. Does she have Judas damage with the Whore of Babylon? She definitely has more than that with the Razor, I want to say. But yeah, basically my strategy with Eve is you immediately pop the Razor Blade, get on Whore of Babylon level, then play like that. The only reason why she would be below Judas is because I'm gonna give up the Razor Blade pretty much to most active items. Yeah, and it's really easy. So basically, this is the goal of playing Eve. You want to achieve Whore of Babylon. How I play it, I want to achieve Whore of Babylon as soon as possible, and the goal is to fill up on the Spirit Hearts and have one Red Heart container. And that's it. If you don't achieve that, they're kind of a boring character. But if you can achieve that, it's a little risky. But it's fun and good, but not as good as Judas. Azazel, literally in the same vein as Tainted Azazel. They're strong, they're powerful, they can fly, which I really like. Easy character, good. No real complaints aside from the range, which is why he's under regular Azazel. But he's a fine character, no complaints besides the range. No real complaints. He's very whatever, you know. He's average. But better than Maggie. I like him more than Maggie because it's fun to steamroll sometimes, you know. Lazarus, did I put him in boring? Because that's where I want to put him right now. Yeah, he's better than Blue Baby, though. Not better than Apollyon. Definitely not. Apollyon's going to be the king of the boring tier. This is the end of the boring tier, by the way. Boring tier is this. And Apollyon is the king. Lazarus, I don't care about Lazarus. A character based around Lazrags, essentially. I don't care. He has anemic. It's fine. That's fine. I don't care. It's not that interesting. The way I play as Lazarus, I never really die right away to become stronger, which I guess is cool. But after you do that, I guess you kind of turn into Judas in that sense, because you get on one Red Heart and you're stronger. But I already have Judas, and I don't care. The way I usually play him is Lazarax as a backup, or maybe I'll kill myself on a devil deal to become Dead Laz. I don't care, dude. That's just how it is. It's kind of boring and kind of a pointless character in my mind, for real. I feel bad saying that for some reason. That's how I feel, so I shouldn't feel bad. Eden. Okay, so I actually thought about a lot where Eden should go. I wasn't sure. So here's my thoughts on Eden. When I finished playing Afterbirth Plus, all I did was Eden streaks. When I finished playing Repentance, all I'm gonna be doing is Eden streaks. There's a little more I'll probably be doing, but that's definitely the main thing that's gonna come at some point. He was my favorite pre-Repentance character. He was. He still is. He's also my favorite character altogether. So it's just the fact that he is the definition of replayable. He is. You start. You can get basically any one of these characters besides the tainted ones. You can get basically any items, and he's every other character, right? He's at the top, and he's better than all the tainted characters because he still has the most replayability. Arguably, Eden Tainted Eden does too, but he has his problems. We've talked about that. Endless replayability. It's fun. You never know what you're gonna get. If you hate what you get, press R. Hold R. You know how it is? You know how it is. What am I saying? Yeah, he's just the best. Endless replayability. I love eating streaks. That's that. Where I put the Lost? Yeah, I can get down with that. Sorry, I'm just sick and tired. Yeah, Lost. He goes under Judas. So I like Tainted Lost better. I like the higher damage, the better items, because you do get better items. You do. And regular Lost, Holy Mantle is basically the advantage over Holy cards. With that being said, I could trade places with him and Judas if I wanted to. Honestly, these two are kind of interchangeable. I still think I like Judas better. Lost, he's definitely a good, fun, fair challenge. The Holy Mantle nerf is annoying. But the thing that probably puts him under Judas at the end of the day is the fact you can still get health upgrades and just so many pointless items. So many items you don't care about with this character that you're going to see every single run, which just ends up being a little less fun than Judas, I think. So that's why he goes there. Fun, great challenge character. No huge complaints, really, besides the item thing. And that's what Tainted Lost fixes, I guess. And Tainted Lost only goes there max, so it's like Lost never stood a chance to go above that. Who's next? Lilith? Lilith went somewhere here, probably. Yeah, above Eve. I put him above Eve. Yeah, no, yeah, I can agree with that still. Some people don't like Lilith. I think that's stupid. Lilith is crazy fun. I love Box of Friends. The double Incubus. Cameo Conception can pay out. Usually, I think more than not, with Cameo Conception, I'm getting better or just really good familiars as opposed to bad ones. And I don't even mind playing with just Incubus. It just adds to more unique gameplay, and then doubling all your familiars is fun. Doing boss rush greedier mode with this character is incredibly fun, and especially with priority over familiars, makes Lilith just that much more fun. To have more Incubuses next to each other instead of Incubus, bad familiar, bad familiar, bad familiar, Incubus again. Now it's Incubus when you pop the box Friends. But without that, without the priority, see Lilith probably is right in front of Laz in the great tier. But because it has priority, it just makes it that much more fun, that much more better, very strong character. I love playing with Lilith, and I kind of hate the haters that don't like Lilith. Keeper is better than the Lost, not as good as Judas still. I don't know if I agree with that. Again, these two feel very interchangeable. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. I liked Pre-Repentance Keeper a lot. I know a lot of people didn't. I didn't mind the 2 hearts. The Devil Deal thing was kind of a bust, not getting Devil Deal items, but it is what it is. I didn't mind the 2 health, wooden nickel. It was a fun, good challenge, in my opinion. 2 health Keeper. The tier rate sucked, yeah. I liked him. With that being said, I like him more with 3 hearts. At first I didn't. At first I was like, oh, the challenge of those characters are gone. I don't care about that anymore. It's more fun. You can take Devil Deals now. Without that, Keeper probably also falls at the bottom of the great tier, maybe goes in the good tier. But because he has 3 health, it does make it more fun. Gives you more opportunities. You can go into self-sacrifice rooms. There's just a lot more you can do. Or curse rooms, I meant to say. Self-sacrifice rooms are easier too, I suppose. But he's a really fun. He's my favorite challenge character out of Lost and Keeper. He really is. He's great. No real complaints. Never complained about him before. He's good and solid. Honestly, he goes above Judas the more I think about it. Not above Tainted Lost, though. Definitely not. But above Judas, I'd say so. He's a great challenge. He's really fun. Apollyon. I'll probably put him somewhere here. Probably? No, I'm going to guess where I put Apollyon. Probably behind Lilith. I put Apollyon behind Eve? What was that? I was saying crazy pills. No, I like Apollyon a lot. Basically because I like the Void a lot. That's what most of this comes down to, really. I really like Void. It's a gamble. It's a fun gamble. It's like, this item is good, but like I could get better stats if I void it. And you can turn bad active items into bad active items that are like 10 times the charge, I guess, and it stacks. T Apollyon has so much potential. If you like basically any other character that starts off with an active item, you should like Apollyon more. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. That made no sense what I just said. It's just fun to gamble stats and carry active items along the way. Not forgotten. Where did I put him? Probably right here is my guess. Yeah, that's where he goes. The Forgotten's also one of my favorite base characters. I love the melee in this game, but I don't love forced melee, which is why I don't like Samson as much. I don't like the short range, which is why Azazel's down here as well. But the choice between the go of melee and long distance is really fun, and I don't even mind that they're connected, and you can just you basically have flight, you basically don't have flight. There's a whole lot of strategies. You can have an enemy chase after you, so you run away with the soul and then snap back as Forgotten, hit from behind. There's so many strategies. It really changes how the game is played in such a fun and interesting way, kind of like Tainted Forgotten. So that being said, he's just so much fun. He's so unique. He's a masterpiece, honestly, and he's better than Dark Arts. He is. Bethany, I probably put Bethany like right here, I bet. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Bethany, Book of Virtues is very fun. Not even, it's fun fact, it's not an active item, it's considered a passive item. Book of Virtues. It synergizes with every single active item in the game. That's like 1 million items, basically. Almost endless fun. Because you get any other active item, it does something more. And I don't even know all the synergies. It's actually a lot. It's really insane that they did that. Not as fun as Tainted Bethany, because Tainted Bethany, you just spam become OP instantly. Bethany isn't the same. But it's cool to have Red Hearts. Or no, she has Soul Hearts charge up. Makes Devil Deals a little harder and stuff like that, but that's fine with me. Because you can spam the whistle if you want to. Would I even put Jacob and Esau? I don't know. I probably put Jacob and Esau. Right here is my guess. Yeah, I was right. I got points. That's all the characters, by the way. So this is what the list is gonna look like. Jacob and Esau. It's basically T-Laz, and as you guys know, I like T-Laz. I like splitting the builds up. I like the slow, methodical gameplay. But it's like T-Laz, but surprisingly less frustrating. I was going like, okay, let me get my thoughts together. If you told me when I first played him that I would like him this much, I would be like, he sucks. What are you talking about? He's hard. And he's definitely hard to get the hang of, but when you think about it and figure out all the buttons and stuff, that doesn't become a factor. And you basically are creating 2 different builds, and he starts off pretty strong with basically having 20-20. And at that point, you still have the strategy of picking and choosing, but you just have a annoying big hitbox, which made me consider putting him a little lower, but like, I don't feel good about saying he's better than T-Lazarus, I don't. And I do think they're both in the great tier for sure. So those are the reasons. That's my tier list. I feel like the base characters, you don't need to go as in depth because they're not as in depth as the Tainted characters. Looking at everything, I don't think I would rearrange anyone. Wow, Fine tier has only Tainted characters. That's bizarre to think about. And Good only has 1. Wow. Yeah, no regrets for anything is going. I'm looking at everything. I quite like it. I hope my explanations made enough sense. I definitely went more in depth on the Tainted characters, but the base characters, they're a lot more straightforward than Tainted characters, and there's not much to say, I don't think, really. So, I hope y'all enjoyed, or at the very least understood my takes and won't get mad. I'm sure some people are going to get mad. People are going to be like, Lazarus above Cain, what? And I'm just going to be like, you shouldn't, did you hear my reasoning at least? You don't have to agree. As long as you understand and listened is all that matters, right? I don't know. I'm just rambling now. I'm gonna stop recording. I'm gonna add some music. I'm gonna go back to playing some Mario 64 because that's what I was doing before this. Because I'm still a little sick. Not too sick. I'm feeling better than yesterday though. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm just rambling now. Peace out, everybody.